Okay, hello, my name is Valerie Matallana, and today I'm going to explain the classifications of lipids. Basically, they are divided into two groups. The first one is non-saponifiable lipids. And these lipids are the ones that can't be broken down into smaller molecules by the process of hydrolysis. These include cholesterol, prostaglandins, etc. And on the other side, there is the saponipholipids. These saponipholipids comprises one or more ester groups, enabling it to undergo into hydrolysis by the presence of a base, an acid, or an enzyme. And this includes waxes, triglycerides, sphingolipids, and phospholipids. Furthermore, we can divide lipids into polar and non-polar. Polar are the ones that are using membranes to form a barrier with external water environment, and these include sphingolipids and glycerophospholipids. And in non-polar, non-polar lipids are the ones that are used to store and fuel energy, such as triglycerides.
Hi, my name is Najima Rodriguez, and today I'm going to explain the chemical structure of the lipids. As you can see in the image are this chemical structure. The chemical structure contains carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens. In some cases contains phosphorus, nitrogen, sulfurs, and others. The lipids are an essential component in the cell membrane. The structure is typically made of a glycerol backbone, two fatty acids, and a phosphate group. And the two fatty acids are named hydrophobics, and the phosphate group are called hydrophilic.
Hello, my name is Sara Torres, and today I'm going to explain lipid functions. Lipids are the ones that satisfy appetite and satisfy hunger because they are easier to be absorbed and they also change the texture, the flavor, and the creaminess of certain foods. Specifically, lipids help to store energy. This means that carbohydrates and lipids are the ones that give us the energy that our body needs, and fats serve as larger and long term energy reserve. They also regulate and signal. They regulate our body temperature and they also help to create different hormones in our body. They insulate and protect. Our bodies are painted with fat, and this fat protects us from everyday friction. Visceral fat, for example, protect our vital organs such as heart and kidneys. And finally, there is a digestion and viability. This is the combination of fat and nutrients. This means that nutrients are digested easily, and an example for this would be vitamin A, D, K, and E.
Lipids are any of a class of organic compounds that are fatty acids or their derivatives and are insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents. They include many natural and steroids. The food sources of lipids are primarily oils, liquid, and fats solid. The people usually consume oils are canola, corn, olive, peanut, safflower, soy, and sunflower oil. The food that are rich in oils include salad dressing, olive, avocados, peanut butter, nuts, seeds, and some fish.
Well, I continue with the nutritional facts. First, I start with the fish that has 230 calories, 434 milligrams of potassium, 0 grams of carbohydrates, 17 milligrams of calcium, and 71 milligrams of cholesterol, and 25 grams of protein. Next, is the meat with 218 calories, 13 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbohydrates, and for 24 grams of protein and 0 grams of fiber. The next is the avocado with 160 calories, 2 grams of protein, 14.7 grams of fat, 6.7 grams of fiber, and 8.5 grams of carbohydrates. And the last is the peanuts with 161 calories, 2.4 grams of fiber, 4.6 grams of carbohydrates, 14 grams of fat, and 7.3 grams of protein.
Now I am going to talk about the calories that contain foods with lipids that are good for the consume. The first are the fish. 100 grams have 206 calories. And the second are avocado that have between 200 and 300 of calories, depending the size. The meat, 100 grams, have 143 calories. And finally, the nuts, 100 grams, have 607 calories.
Lipids diseases can be classified as unsaturated or saturated fatty acids. A diet too low in fats can produce many problems for our body. In cancer, lipids take part of the establishment of tumor cells, and in diabetes, for example, the accumulation of many lipids can cause hyperglycemia. Omega-3 fatty can cause and take an important part in the growth and health of our cells. And moreover, high quantities of cholesterol can cause many different diseases and disorders. Lipid disorders, according to the genome-wide association studies, can cause obesity, cardiovascular defects, or cancer. And finally, some dietary and lifestyle factors that can raise cholesterol are eating baked foods or fried foods, and moreover, smoking, being physically inactive, having obesity, drinking alcohol, or taking certain medications.
Okay, now I'm going to explain about symptoms of lipid disorders. Firstly, I want to point out that a person will not have symptoms of a lipid disorder until they experience a significant health problem such as a stroke or heart attack. However, the following symptoms can be occasionally observed in persons who has very high lipid levels. The first one is symptoms, which are yellowish fatty bumps or yellow creases on the skin formed by an accumulation of fatty deposits around tendons and joints. And the second one is the arcocinilis, which consists on white arcs around the cornea of the eye, and it sometimes occur in younger people. Yeah, with the high cholesterol, younger people with high cholesterol. And finally, the xanthelasma, and it is a raised yellow lumps at the inner corners of the eyes. Now, some treatments to some treatments to combat lipid disorders. Some of these are to cut down the alcohol, eating more healthily, follow with a diet more oily fish, brown rice and pasta, and fruit and vegetables. Also making more exercise and eliminating the smoking or vaping.